Hey, it's your girl. What's up? So did y'all catch that new intro? What'd you think? Did you catch it? My boy Derek did some more work for me. I like it. So I did put it out there yesterday. Yesterday. No, that's not true. Last week when I had the show, but the setup wasn't crisp. So by the time I hit all my buttons that I have to hit to make sure that I'm bringing this to you live and that I'm recording my show and all that shit, yeah, I didn't leave enough time to do that. So yeah, anyways, I hope you liked it. Let me know, okay? Let me know. Um, so hi, welcome to Jackie Yapsalot here on Culture Flicks Live. When? Every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. EST. Right now, things might change, but right now, I am only live on Culture Flicks on Tuesday nights. All right. So I hope I got some new people tuning in. I know I got my loyal crew that are watching. So hi y'all, you know who you are. So again, I gotta do this all the time, right? Because I'm gonna pretend I'm always having new viewers. Okay, okay. So as always, 18 plus show. I cuss a lot. Okay, and when I get fired up, when that shit comes over me, I can't promise you what's gonna fall out of my face. All right. So if you're easily offended, you may not want to tune in. However, what I will say, and I say it every week, is that change happens at that moment of discomfort. So I encourage you to stay and get uncomfortable with me. Okay. I'm going to make you laugh too because I'm funny as shit, right? You know that, right? All right. So I do have another awesome show lined up for you tonight. I got my segments now. I threw out that thread shit. I didn't like it. That wasn't vibing with me. So I threw that shit out, but I think I got my my segments all lined out and I'm excited about that. The other thing I'm excited about is I think I'm gonna start making like transitions when I say me, like I'm gonna go ahead and hit up Derek and see if he can make me some transitions. I don't know, I might do it on Canva. I don't know yet. So we'll see. We'll see. But this is my opening. So this is my opening. Um, so guess what? Jackie Yaps a Lot is now on YouTube. I started uploading my shows. I did not do it under my Jackie's Academy YouTube. So don't be there looking for my shit. It ain't gonna be there. I set up my own account. Y'all, I'm trying. I would love to make money off of this show. I would love for this show to get picked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, help your help your girl out and make sure that you can do it while you know you can fucking multitask. I don't know unless you're watching me on your phone. Maybe then I don't want you to risk clicking out. So regardless, if you're watching wherever you're watching me, just remember to go ahead and subscribe to that YouTube channel. Okay. All right. Right now, I think I am almost all caught up on the shows that are going over there. Um, Last week's episode will be on tomorrow. That will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow, and then I will continue uploading from there. So yeah, woo-hoo. All right, YouTube. I'm not really plugging YouTube. I'm just trying. I heard that was like one of the best places to make money. So let's go. All right. So the other thing I want to say today is it's someone's birthday. So happy birthday, George Floyd. I did throw out a poem about a brother. It's on my Substack. It's also on Threads. I ain't gonna read it to you because I just do not have the time. So I'm gonna punch you back. I'm gonna punch you back to my social media accounts. Okay, it's important for me to acknowledge our brother because not only was George Floyd a reminder of a failed racist system, but he was also the catalyst to something that you know is still ignited in us. And usually when I talk about this shit, you see me all fired up and I'm a little bit somber, right? Because at the end of the day, this brother was murdered. And as much as his murder resulted in, one of the biggest movements in history, and as much as it resulted in digital activism, right? And being able to record. right? And all that shit. At the end of the day, that brother died. You know, he was murdered. So I can't sit here and deliver it like that, but I can tell you the way I'm delivering it to you now. That George Floyd is a name that will resonate in history for a multitude of reasons. And since I'm on a somber note, I'm going to go ahead and continue it with rest in peace, rest in power to a legend who passed away today, D'Angelo. He lost a battle, a silent battle, to pancreatic cancer. He was a legend, and I will likely, when I say likely with a smile, that means I'll write about him and I'll come back. Okay. But all right. So again, let's kind of like change the energy a little bit. And what I want to say, what my thing's going off? What is my thing doing? Upload your photos. Why are you telling me to upload my photos? Like my Fitbit telling me upload my photos where? What the fuck is this? That shit's sketchy. I don't know what photos it's talking about, y'all. Okay, anyways, so my hair's starting dope. All right, so on this day in 1834, Henry Blair secured a patent for his innovative mechanical corn seed planter. Okay, that makes him the second black inventor to receive a patent in the U.S. He also patented something else. Okay, and and what I want to say is I wrote about him. I wrote about him today. And I have a pop quiz in what I wrote because I asked you who was the flast. Y'all, this evening shit does this to this evening shit does it to me. All right, and it's evening. Y'all probably laughing at me. It's only 7 o'clock, but it's been a long day. I got long days. Okay, so I asked on my Substack who the first black man was to receive a patent in the US. Okay, so if you're not subscribed to me on Substack, that's dumb. You should be because I got some dope ass shit over there. Okay, not only is my political commentary over there, but I got educational shit that is off the chain. Okay, so go over there and subscribe to me. Read more about Henry Blair. I'm also going to be commemorating him on my website as well. So there's going to be a lot more to come on this dude. And then go see if you can answer my pop quiz. See if you get it right. See if you get it right. All right. So y'all, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I need you to go to my store. You see this? This is a sweatshirt. I need y'all to go to my store and start purchasing my shit, y'all. What's wrong with my merchandise? Y'all like it? It's raggedy? It's not. I'm laughing because my shit's dope as shit. And I just being funny, but it's like, come on, y'all, like help a girl out. And the thing is, it's not about, oh yeah, yo, give me your money, give me money. It's about you be wearing my shit out in public. You feel me? And that gets my name out there. And it's like, it matters because y'all, I'm a black woman and I don't give a shit what the fuck you think. I am suppressed like you would not believe. I am promise you. And I'm going to have a moment of being wicked fucking arrogant for a second. Ain't arrogant, actually. It's just knowing my worth, right? I should be way further along than I am. You feel me? With the shit that I'm throwing out. And I know that. I know it. I know what I'm doing is top tier, right? But I'm being suppressed like you would not believe it. So I need y'all not to just amplify me on social media, which is super important. Follow me, amplify me, all that shit. But outside, right? When you're in your community wearing a Jackie's Academy sweatshirt, that shit's powerful, right? Pointing them back to my website, like that's the hub of my academy. Don't forget that shit, right? I got all these side gigs, all these branches, right? Jackie Yaps a lot being one of those branches, right? Because you're gonna learn shit here too. But my website is my hub, okay? And there's a lot of great material on there, right? So yeah, promote my shit. I mean, you could get a fucking sticker for your freaking laptop, $5. $5. Okay. All right. Oh, now I'll come back to it. Okay, I was gonna plug something else, but I'm gonna come back to it. All right. Last thing from my opening is you all remember when I said that I did a photo shoot? Remember, I think it was last week where I had my hair. Was that last week when I had my hair up and that other hairdo? And I was like, oh, it's so cute. I did a photo shoot. Well, guess what? My girl Selena gave me the photos today. So first of all, 40 photos. Okay. Now again, like we, these are pictures of which she's going to use. This is something that I love to do, you know, for my community, right? Like, so like I have a really large community and I love modeling, right? Here we go. So Selena is a, you know, she is a photographer and oh shit, right? And she looks for models to be able to, you know, build her portfolio. So, you know, I don't ask for money. She doesn't ask for money. It's a bada almost because I get these gorgeous, beautiful photos, of which I'm going to show you one. Um, I get these gorgeous, beautiful photos, right, for free, professional quality photos. And then in return, what I do, and it's actually like, hey, it's natural, is I promote Selena. I will post the photos, I'll elevate her, you know what I mean? And I will draw, hopefully, my community over to her community so we can build one big community. And not with all cheesiness aside, but you know, and then my hope when I do this stuff is that it amplifies folks work in that you're able to build your audience and that these folks are able to sell their product. You know what I mean? Selena is very talented and she's again she's a black photographer trying to do something on social media, and what happens? I mean, suppression, right? And that shit just pisses me off, you know what I mean? Because she's working fucking hard. She's working fucking hard. And she ain't gonna get that same recognition. So I'm gonna help, right? That's the least that I can do for my people. So I'm gonna show you my favorite photo. And then I'm gonna tell you, and you know I'm gonna say go to my social media because on Threads I posted a shitload of all my favorites. But this one is my favorite. Of course, how come I don't know if y'all upgraded your phone, but I didn't. I do not like I don't know what's doing. I don't know what's doing. Oh wait, it did something weird. All right, sorry y'all. All right, so can you see that photo, y'all? Like, come the fuck on. Like, oh, she's serving me. She's serving me Black Elvira. She is serving me friggin', you know, cobwebs on another level. But I mean, this photo shoot was by far one of my favorites. And like I said, watching Selena grow what is everything. From the first photo shoot to this photo shoot, she has gotten so much more confidence, which you can see come through in her work and also in the way that she engages with me as the model, right? For her photo shoot. And I, as the model, because of the comfort, right, that Selena brings to these photo shoots, I've gotten a little bit more creative. And in that one, I was digging myself and I was really finding myself in my comfort. And I had so much fun, right? And it's a way to decompress. Remember how we were talking about last week, how or a couple weeks ago how folks felt like they needed to get into the beef of like celebrities in order to decompress, and I said there's other shit you can do. I mean, here you go. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a professional photographer either, right? Get a family member, get a spouse, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it just takes me away, you know what I mean? Takes me away to a different world, a different time, right? And I get lost in it. So yeah, so shout out to Selena. I tagged her in the photos that I posted on Threads. So go give her a follow, support her, show her some love. She's so talented. All right, that's my opening. That's my first segment. Oh, she's got segments. She's got segments. Okay, we're gonna go into updates. I don't have a ton of updates. I am gonna talk about Trey Reed again. So again, we have not heard directly from the family or so we have not heard directly from the family, right? So what I will say on this without going too far is that you have to understand something. There might be a reason why we're not hearing from the family, right? And might be something that may be outside of their control, right? And again, this is not, I have no sources. This is not, me giving you an inside source. This is me giving you, Jackie Yaps, right? Jackie Yaps a lot. And this is what I think. This is my opinion, okay? What I can say is as I continue to comb through, the news, I am seeing a consistency in the reporting. And it's the same reporting that we have already chatted about, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there in that I am not going to stop talking about this, right? And I'm going to give it a little bit more time, right? To before, right, I re-elevate and maybe dive into it deeper, only because again I do want to hear from the family, and I am trying to again be respectful, right? Because the last thing I want to do, and I don't think I am, but the last thing I want to do is be spreading, any type of misinformation, right? So I don't think it's a matter of misinformation at this point. I think it's a matter of let's just fucking be real. Once it's fucking released and it's actually put out there that Trey Reed, right, was murdered, right, and then he was hung from a tree, shit's gonna get fucking real, right? Shit's already real, right? But it's gonna change it. You understand? It always does in this country. It always changes it once it's in that. You know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. It's in that black and white. You feel me? You know exactly what I'm saying. And I don't think they want that to happen. I also wouldn't be surprised if the white boys, actually, fuck that white man. They want to call everyone that's black in their 20s man. So my back, right? So white men, like, why? I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't related to somebody, within a circle of the law enforcement. You understand, or someone higher, right? Because again, the case was smelled funny straight out the gate. So somebody was trying to cover for somebody straight out the fucking gate, right? You feel me? So again, this is all my thoughts, all my opinions, right? As a black woman, but yeah, you feel me? So that's what I think's going on. I think there's something bigger going on, which is why we haven't heard anything, but I want to give it another week. So we'll tune in next week and we'll see where we're at. All right. My next update, y'all, is I deleted TikTok. I did. It takes 30 days to fully go away. I threw out on threads a couple of weeks ago asking people, what were they fucking doing? Because, it was getting bought out by Oracle and all that shit. I decided, within a couple of days, a couple of weeks ago, that I was going to get rid of it, but I wanted to provide my community over there on TikTok an opportunity, right, to follow me elsewhere. All right, so I did that, so I deleted it. The day I was deleted and I heard that Byron Trump was going to be put over it or some type of bullshit, and I'm like sitting there, first of all, looking at his fucking ugly ass picture, like what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? But go away. Ain't nobody want to see your crack ass. Okay. He's done made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, but then after I deleted it, I got it. After I deleted it, I see this fucking picture come out about the motherfuckers, the tech media giants, the ones that are gonna take over TikTok. What the fuck is this, y'all? Like, these are what is that? Okay, like, okay, and then because apparently I can't scroll. Like, why do these people look like that? Like, why are the people on the board of TikTok all look like fucking pedophiles? Is it me, or do they just have that look? Like, what is that? And like, what the fuck? Y'all couldn't find better pictures for this motherfuckers? Like, why is this motherfucker's mouth all open? Like, who told homeboy to smile like that? Who does that? Is he good? Like, I don't think he is. And then this motherfucker's eyebrow, like, he be thinking he's fucking The Rock. I don't even know. Like, he good? Like, I don't understand why white folks are so fucking mad. Like, I hope, I hope, I hope no one looks like that, because that shit's scary. I mean, this one here, but you know what this looks like? Like, this looks like he drives a van and he takes away children. That's what he looks like. Like, tell me I'm wrong. But like, really? Possible US TikTok board members. Are we fucking good? No, I'm good. I'm so I just thought that was funny because That's the thing is too. All these boards, like as soon as you see a raggedy ass board like that with old white dudes, you know there ain't nothing good gonna come of it. Okay? You know ain't nothing good gonna come of it. All right, because there I mean, mm, yeah. All right. So those are my updates, and that's that segment. Again, I go through my last show and I can try to decide updates to bring to y'all, but there's a lot of shit going on. So if I talked about something in the past and you're like, Jackie, what happened with that? Hit me up. Let me know. You know how to get me. I ain't explain to y'all again. You fucking know. Okay. So yesterday was what, y'all? Indigenous People Day. So this is Jackie Yaps a lot, but this is also a motherfucking academy. So one way that your girl honors Indigenous People Day and our Indigenous brothers and sisters is to rip apart Christopher fucking Columbus. All right, and we're gonna do a little bit of that today. Because you know what? You're gonna take this and you're gonna save this fucking show and you're gonna reference it every motherfucking year. Okay, and you're gonna remind the motherfucker about why it would never be Columbus Day. So, did you know that the story of Columbus as we learned it today, stems from a fiction author who crafted his own narrative to boost sales? Like when I say crafted his own narrative, like he straight up took shit out, made shit up, okay? Like so he straight up made up the story that we know today of Columbus. You know who that was? We'll find out in a second. All right. So before this, y'all, before this individual created this story, Christopher Columbus was regarded as nothing more than a footnote in history. Bitch wasn't nobody. He still ain't nobody. But you know what I'm saying? Nobody. But then in 1828, the dude who wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Washington Irving, he published the first English language biography of Columbus. So in order to drive sales, the motherfucker deliberately fabricated a false image of Columbus as a heroic genius who discovered the new world and claimed to have proved that the earth was round. Y'all, Columbus did never set out to go see if the earth was round. Motherfuckers already knew that. And if you go read my Substack, you'll find out what he was really trying to do. But at the end of the day, Columbus was nothing more than a fucking idiot who didn't know math, okay? And then was a violent motherfucker, right? I'm gonna continue though. So that story that Washington Irving came up with about Columbus was picked up heavily, was picked up and then heavily promoted by Italian immigrants in the 19th century. So the Italian immigrants latched onto that fucking story and they started promoting it. And then this push created that incorrect portrayal of Columbus as that heroic explorer that everybody's learning in motherfucking history class, right? The dude was a mass motherfucking murderer. Okay, furthermore, okay, the motherfucker landed, okay, where he landed, there was already a tribe there thriving. If you want to know who that tribe is, you can go hit up my Substack. Straight up. You cannot discover what is already inhabited. And the motherfucker, I ain't gonna say the name of the tribe because I want you to be my Substack, but quick summary, the motherfucker demanded gold of which they did not have, and then proceeded to come with other ships. Other ships came and slaughtered these humans. You understand? And the thing is I just taught you something, and I guarantee there's people that are watching this that are like, what? They've never fucking heard this before, right? And the thing is, though, this information is out there. It is available, right? And I have it now, and so now it's really out there, right? So if we know this, why the fuck is that false narrative being taught? That's what's fucking wrong with this country. You understand? Well, the many things that's wrong with this fucking country is we know that the narrative that's out there is fucking wrong. Like, we know it was literally made up by Washington Irving. We know that. Okay, we also know the tribe. We have pictures of the tribe that was occupying, inhabiting the land that he can't, like, we have all of that. So why is there not a process in this country that automatically updates our curriculum with this accurate information? I got hair. Like, why is that not a thing? And I don't want to hear listen, because all that little checks and balances y'all talked about, those didn't come in play with the Daughters of the Confederacy. We're rewriting our curriculum to the point that it's still fucking relevant. What they said are still fucking in there, but we can't seem to do anything about it. No, that's stupid. You know damn right that there are plenty of well-qualified educators, okay, of the non-white persuasion, okay, that can sit here and proofread this fucking material to make sure that it's all accurate and update this shit, okay? We can do this motherfucker in real motherfucking time. Trust, okay? Trust. But instead, what happens? We sell this false narrative. Why? Why? Because if it's white, it's gotta be right. Because if it's white, we gotta make sure that we don't hurt their motherfucking feelings. We gotta make sure that the colonizers have a hero to latch onto. And that's that fucking bullshit. You understand? That's that fucking bullshit. That's why we have idiots out here that don't know how to interpret data. That's why we have idiots out here that don't understand, that have no fucking cultural awareness. Okay? Because we're sitting here with this information at our motherfucking fingertips, but somehow this can't get translated into our education system. And we can't figure that shit. We can't figure that. You can't, not that we can't, it's that y'all don't fucking want to. And for reasons I just fucking stated. You understand? For reasons I just fucking stated. I gotta take a sip of my drink. I hope y'all be peeping what's behind me. Every week I put a new book there. I got a dope ass book collection. I don't know if I forget if I already said it, but before this idiot got into office, right? I went on a mass book buying, okay? Because I wasn't sure what was gonna get banned. Like, I got so many books that I could be locked up for fucking years and not run out, okay? But I got some books. I always try to feature them in the background, okay? So check it out. All right. So that was Christopher Columbus. So like I said, I wanted to make sure that I touch upon that and remind y'all. And again, please make sure that that's a story that you tell your kids every Indigenous People Day. I make my kids, because my kids, they're just like every other kids. They love their phones. They love their TV. I make them turn up everything. I make them look at me, and I explain to them exactly who this motherfucker is. And I don't fucking lie. And you know me, I don't sugarcoat, okay? And they know exactly who this motherfucker is. I taught them about the tribe, okay? That this motherfucker slaughtered, okay? I showed them the pictures. I educate them on the truth, okay? I encourage them to read books by Native Americans. I encourage my kids, again, to learn directly from that culture, because I truly believe, right, it's important. It's the same thing. We don't want people up in our culture trying to regurgitate it and on our behalf. But what we're here to do is to amplify. So that's what we do. We learned about the tribes that were indigenous to our area, which was really fun. We didn't get to go this year because of the rain, but we also went to celebrations. And we learned a lot about the particular tribe that was there, right? So There's so many things that you can do to correct this whack ass education system with your kids, and I'm gonna fucking encourage you to do so. I know my black audience is like, bitch, we already do this, but I'm serious, y'all, like, because I mean, the future's on us. Okay, we can't raise idiots. You feel me? All right, so now I want to talk about double standards. So I am going to actually read what I threw out as a thread. Okay, so I threw out as a thread: when a white woman is sexually promiscuous, she's labeled a sex addict, which alleviates her of personal responsibility. When a black woman is sexually promiscuous, she's called a whore. These racist narratives pervade our society, shaping perceptions that fundamentally affect how Black women are viewed and treated. All right, so dope, right? Now I throw things out to get people to think. What does this mean, right? What is she saying here? Now, of course, I got the idiot. I guess I was an idiot. I got the people that have to always play that fucking devil's advocate. Again, if you know me, I don't mind the devil advocate because the devil's advocate sometimes is needed. But you know the stupid shit where they're like, oh, white women are colored. Bitch, listen, I ain't saying that you've never heard a white woman be called a whore before. That's not what I'm fucking saying. Okay, and of course that's immediately where white women wanted to go. Immediately. And then the other thing that y'all love to do is immediately have to put us on the same playing field to make it so it's equal. No, we're equally discriminated. The only time you want us on the same playing field is when it comes to this shit, right? Then it's equal. Both, women of all races get treated the same. I got hair and it's pissing me off, y'all. Okay, that's when it's okay. But any other time, you ain't having it. But that's not what the shit I'm saying. If you fucking follow me, if you're in my community, do me a favor, get your critical thinking on. I can't, I'm distracted. I ain't gonna fucking lie and ain't gonna pretend either. I got it. I'm gonna sit here uncomfortable with you. Okay, so here's the deal. I have those people, right? They're, okay. That's not what I'm talking about. And then I have people saying, of course, I've never heard that before. Okay, Becky. Because we all know if Becky didn't hear it, then it must have not happened, right? Shut up. Okay. Listen, I don't pull shit out of my ass. Your girl's addicted to ID. I love watching the murder mystery shows. Okay? And I will tell you, white folks, you are up on these shows quite a bit. Yes, of course, there are non-white people, there's black people, there's Latin, I see some Asian people. I get it, okay? But white people, you fucking take the cake. Y'all are fucking violent motherfuckers. But one of the shows, and it's Fatal Attraction. Okay? Fatal Attraction. I'm sitting here watching this motherfucking show, and this white woman straight up just sleeping with everybody. She, and again, honestly, this is the best part. I don't fucking care. I could give two shits about someone's sex life. Even saying the word promiscuous, people are like, well, what defines promiscuous? Shut the fuck up. I mean, of course, like, everyone is going to define promiscuous differently. You understand? And of course, a woman sleeping around and a man sleeping around are perceived differently. Again, do you know who you're talking to? I ain't fucking dumb. Okay? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's focus on the issue at hand. But I'm sitting here watching this show, and like I said, this white bitch is straight up sleeping around with everybody. And then the psychologist comes on, and she's like, okay, so her name was Becky. So Becky, she's a sex addict, so she has a hard time controlling her impulses. And I'm just sitting there thinking, and that's the hardest part about me watching these shows, because I'm always sitting there thinking, like, really? Y'all even take accountability? That accountability away from these white people, these white women. Like, if that was a black woman, she'd be a hoe. Oh my God, it would be every fucking name under the sun. And again, not only that, let's just even say you give her the name, she would not, let's just say you didn't call her a whore. She would not be getting the label as sex addict. Sex addict. Right? Because what does that do, y'all? What does that do? It takes responsibility away. It's an addiction. It's an impulse. I can't help myself. It's out of my control, right? And when they say sex addict about a white male, there you go. That's why they rape, right? They can't control themselves. They're a sex addict. It's not their fault. There goes your excuse. You understand? That's why I said that it affects how, it affects how black women are absolutely viewed, because when they're not afforded with these quote unquote excuses, right, when they're not afforded with these diagnoses, they're only afforded to be perceived in what one light? The same light, the same narrative that's been painted about us since 1619. You understand? And this is a clever way to promote it. Because again, y'all be sitting there, y'all want everything to be lined out for you. Nah, you gotta learn to see through the motherfucking cracks, and that's why I'm here, to help you see through the motherfucking cracks. And this is one way. Again, it might not be explicit. They're not talking about any black people in this show. It's a white psychologist talking about a white woman. But the way they were victimizing her, she was making a conscious choice to cheat on her husband with multiple people. And as soon as you label her a sex addict, she's a victim. The double standards are wild, y'all. Wild. And if you watch ID, I promise you, you will see the double standards. You will see, you know, as a black person watching that, all I can see is how, and it's funny because when I'm sitting in here and I'm watching it, and sometimes my husband's with me, and I'll just say like right out, like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, little Johnny. The cops didn't work for you the way you thought they worked. They treated you like they treat black people, huh? And like, I will flip it, and I'm just like sitting there because I'm like, but at the end of the day, watching y'all wild out on each other is fucking, and like the shit that y'all do, and like the way you're unhappy, even though you got everything. It's like wild. These shows are wild. Then again, I'm not saying you don't see no black people up in there, but I'm telling y'all, my people, hold them down. Hold them down. All right. So, I want to talk about holiday shopping. I want to talk about holiday shopping because this is going to be my last main bit before I get to I want to speak on it, right? So I want to talk holiday shopping. So I threw out a thread, a couple of and hi to my Threads family if anybody from my community's on. I love my Threads community. I love all my community, but it's just the vibe on Threads. Y'all been with me for a minute. But anyways, long story short, we should not be holiday. I ain't gonna talk about my thread. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna tell you, we should not be holiday shopping. I understand that everybody, I got kids too. I got two kids, okay? I got two little girls. I got a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old. I understand. But look, nah, okay? They're right now running the sales, running the deals, want you to come into the stores, want you to do all this. Nah, okay? All of those chain stores, that is capitalism. That's corporate. That is capitalism. That is capitalism. We're feeding the wrong people. We have to starve those people. If we keep feeding them, they're going to continue to starve us. You understand? So we gotta stop that. We have to, this holiday season and every holiday season thereafter. Okay, we're gonna kick it off with this holiday season. Then we're gonna try to keep this energy flowing. We gotta recycle the black dollar. Okay. And when I put this out there that I say, hey, we say fuck holiday shopping, and instead of going to, the fucking Targets of the world, instead we hit up all the black owned shops and we buy there. And that's in my white community as well, because look, you should be thrusting, you should be giving to us every motherfucking day. But especially on the motherfucking holidays. And again, don't ask for a sale either. You should be not looking for sales either. You should be paying full motherfucking price. But with that being said, a couple of people were like, "Hey, do you have any way you can recommend?" And look, I said, you know what? Let me do this. I decided to create a list, y'all. Okay, so now I have a Shop Black owned holiday list, Jackie's Academy. All right, I'm throwing it out. It's on Threads, it's on Substack, and I'm gonna have a link on my website. Supposed to have it by end of day today. Don't know what's gonna happen, but it will be there on Wednesday. Hold on. Okay, so what I did is I threw out on Threads in both of my community threads and Substack that, hey, you know what? Let's keep it Black owned this holiday season. Shop Black. If you're a Black, owned business shop, hit me up. I have an idea. So my idea was to put this list together, but I did it on Canva. Okay. And I'm screening. Okay. I'm screening to make sure people are actually, Black. It's hard, right? It might be hard if I can't find profile pictures. If there's any ambiguity, I'm sorry, I won't add you. You can blame the phonies for that. But with that being said, I have a screening process. I don't just copy paste and add. I do look at the shop. I do my due diligence. Because why? I'm your community leader. Can things slip through the cracks? Absolutely. But just do know that I do my due diligence. And so what I did is I built it onto a nice little fun festive list, and I hyperlinked it out. So you can access the Canva document. I have the link all over my social media. You can access the Canva document, click in it and scroll through it and directly click on the hyperlinks and explore the Black owned shops. I got everything on that list from, people who are creating the fake nails. And I don't know if that's the right word to say, so sorry if that's offensive. I never want to insult anyone's industry. I also have, there's children's books, there's apparel, there's coloring books, there's comic books, there's jewelry, there's so much. I think I counted today, and I currently have 19 businesses on there. And y'all, like, that's exciting to me. Now, why is it exciting to me? So A, I love my fucking community, and I love doing anything I can to help I uplift. But B, I have a lot of people in my community in a lot of areas. So, like, I'm growing in all of my accounts, right? And by me throwing this out there, by me elevating it, I'm hopefully going to be bringing traffic to smaller businesses. And what I mean by that, the ones that aren't as known on social media. And so, hear me out. One of the things that I'm doing as I'm building this list is I'm really also looking for the Black owned shops, right, and businesses, again, that don't have 170,000 followers. And I love the shops that do, and you're still going to be on this list, don't get it twisted. But I really really want this initiative to not just put the Black money, our dollar, within our community and keep it within our community, but also so that way our white accomplices, I don't use allies, they can use their white dollar and give it to the Black community, right? And help these companies hopefully, like, just get to that next step up, right? Like, if they're at 100 followers, maybe this gets them to 300. You know what I mean? Like, and like that's like how I can give back, right? And I love to do it. So like I'm really excited about this list, and I really 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 want y'all to check it out. And once I'm done with the list, yeah, my shows are dope. They're jam packed because I only got 15 minutes and I still got some stuff, so I gotta hurry my shit up. But I talk about this is a good show. You know you love my show. um, but okay, so I want you to hit up that list. I just threaded it out today, another an updated version of the list. Okay, I'll continue to remind you, but hit it up, use it. I'm gonna repurpose it. Okay, it will forever live under everything Black, and I'm probably gonna add Shop Black. But more to come on that. All right. So it's all about community. We got to uplift our people. So with that being said, I have a friend, and y'all heard about him. His name is Samuel, and he's a poet. And I may have told him about this show, and I may have said, "Hey, I'm talking about holiday shopping. I'm talking about recycling that black dollar." He said, "Jackie, I got a poem for that." I said, "How did I know you did, my brother?" So at the end of today's show, we will be ending listening to my brother, Sam Ewell. I say Sam. I think he likes Samuel, but now I gotta ask him the next time I talk to him. I should have been up over here, my brother, my friend. I don't even know the name he prefer. Bitch. He's gonna read you one of his poems. Okay. All right. So now, next segment. I want to speak on it. So sorry, my notes. Okay. Elite white folks only like poor white folks so they can manipulate them and use them. Did you like my accent? It's true. Listen, I want to speak on it. The elite white could give two shits about poor white people, and we see that in everything they're fucking rolling back, but they need those poor white people. They need them to hate us so they can manipulate them so they can go ahead and continue with the oppression. You understand? It's all fucking by design. You understand? White supremacy is designed for who? The elite whites. But they have white poor white people so fucking confused and so fucking duped. Why? Hate to say it, because the bulk of them are uneducated. Uneducated, easily manipulated, use their hatred that the elite white made sure to drive into them for us, against themselves, to benefit the elite white. I want to speak on it. Why do all these racists that are in their 20s, in their 30s, be looking like they're in their 90s? Y'all know I'm serious. Why do they look like that, y'all? No, like, because I'm concerned. Like why? Like, and I know, and we talked about it before. I want to speak on it. It's hate. Hate ages these motherfuckers, but I promise you, go back, look at Steve Mill, look at these other people. They're in their 30s, y'all. Guess what? Your girl, you like my model pose? I'm 39. Like, I don't get it. Are they good? Because I don't think they're good. I don't think they're good. I want to speak on it, y'all. JD Vance gets off on lying. Look at the motherfucker's eyes when he's talking. He gets off on lying. Okay? And that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. JD Vance is a fucking weirdo. I want to speak on it. Y'all need to pay attention because Trump is trying to lay the groundwork to label the Democratic Party a terrorist organization so that his party will be the only party that will reign supreme. Okay? I thought I saw that there was an executive order going out to have Antifa named as a terrorist organization. Okay, this is all deliberate. Hitler did this, y'all. Y'all need to pay attention. Like, the fact that this is not scaring people, the fact that I don't see more people concerned and outraged about this either means people aren't paying attention, they're dumb as shit, or they just don't fucking care. I mean, because at this point, he's literally like Project 2025, right? Right? They leveraged shit from Hitler, from all these fucking dictators as they were writing whatever the garbage that they wrote. Okay, you have to understand that. And this is a fucking tactic. And y'all need to pay attention before it's too motherfucking late. Okay? Because shit, I want to speak on it. Calling black women aggressive is anti-black. Tone policing black women is anti-black. You want to know something? I am the angriest motherfucking black woman you ever met. Want to know why? My anger fuels my passion, fuels my activism and my drive. You better fucking believe I'm angry. I am angry at the state of this fucking country. I'm angry that I still have to explain what racism is. I am angry that my brothers and sisters are still dying in the fucking streets. So yeah, you know what? Sometimes my posts come off as angry, accurate, and what? The fact that you don't want to see me angry, that's called racism. My anger shouldn't scare you, it should motivate you. It should be the fuel on your fucking fire. You understand? And if my anger intimidates you, you're racist. I have every reason to be angry. And if I decide to fucking show it, guess what, bitch? I will. I want to speak on it. Our girl from New York. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Letitia. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? The true badass. Standing strong and unafraid in the face of intimidation. Y'all, her response to the fucking teeny weeny Donnie, because that's what I call him now. I am only referring to this motherfucker as teeny weeny Donnie. Okay? Teeny weeny Donnie. Our girl responded to her indictment and she said this is nothing more than a continuation of the president's desperate weaponization of our justice system. And she ain't wrong. I am not fearful. I am fearless. She declared promising to fight these baseless charges aggressively and protect the rights of New Yorkers. And she wasn't fucking kidding. She is coming after Trump. Trump, what the fuck have you not learned, bitch? Do not fuck with black women. Do not fuck with us. You understand? We ain't afraid of you, love. We ain't afraid of you, love. I'm afraid of your smell. I might throw up, but I ain't afraid of you, bitch. I want to speak on it. So that was my segment. I want to speak on it. And now we are going to move to, are you good? All right. Y'all, I removed a white follower after she told me she was proud of her ancestors for liberating themselves in 1776. What a fucking white thing to say. Like, I'm proud of my ancestors for liberating themselves in 1776. I don't care about the Negro over there that they were whipping at the same time. Like, are we good? Is she good? Like, if your ancestors were liberating themselves, but at the same time they were enslaving other people, there's nothing to be proud of or celebrate. That's what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Okay? Sometimes the good doesn't outweigh the bad, white people. Like, what? Like, is she good? Like, what? Okay. All these goofy white folks stepping into black folks' business while they have an entire pedophile and convicted felon to deal with. Are you good? Are you good? Up in my comment section trying to nitpick me and what I'm talking about the Nobel Peace motherfucking prize. Telling me, shut up. Shut up. Are you good? You got nothing else to do? Why don't you go deal with all your pedophiles? Shit. I got two more things, but you know what? I want to save time for my man's poem. Okay? I'm going to say one more thing because I got to get it out. Taking jabs at my personal life. While I'm out here making impact is not the flex you think it is. Hate me, baby. Hate everything about me. But at the end of the day, I'm making impact. Okay? And that's all it is you hating. Are you good? Cause I am. All right, y'all. Are you good? So now we're gonna end today's show with a poem from my man, Samuel. All right, so just give me a second to set up my speaker. After I'm done with his poem, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be closing out the show. All right, so much fucking love. I hope you liked tonight's show. Tell your friends about it and come back next week. Sam, you're going to take us out.
Kings and queens, this your boy Samuel M. Brown. Well, I was talking to my girl Jackie Yap. We was talking about her show that's coming up. It should be today, as you hear me, the 14th of October. She said, Sam, I want to talk about our black dollars and keeping it in the community and using it for us. She said, I'm going to need a piece. I'm going to need one of your pieces. I said, Jackie, you got it. And I wrote this special piece exclusive for my girl, my queen, my sister, Jackie Yap. This is called Black Dollars by Samuel M. Brown. The rich are made by the poor, the lowest wage, but spending more. A dirty game we must explore. Like when you're paid, you give them more. Our power has surely been the strike for longer hours, the picket signs. If no black dollars, how could they rise? The rich left sour and asking why. Black dollars, black blood, black labor. American horror enslaving us to be our savior. Today we borrow, and yet we made them. A shame that's ours when we still pay them. The truly rich resides in us. Keep our sense and keep counting up. Bring back the sense of real black love. Don't give to them what's meant for us. Black Dollars by Samuel M. Brown, Blacktacular Poetry.
So, what I will say is that, y'all, that's a poet. Taylor Swift is just a racist bitch. That's my show, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week. Much love. Be good if I had my outro set up. Bye.